You guys like luxury flips? Well, welcome to the highest price flip we've ever purchased.
So we're standing inside our most recent purchase. Yes, this happens to be the most expensive home that we have purchased to flip yet, but we're luxury flippers, so we're stepping the game up. We purchased this property for 2.25. 2.2, I was close. 2.2 million, and the funny thing about it is rarely as flippers do you get to do the exact same house, especially when you're flipping luxury semi-custom homes. So if you guys remember from our old video we did on Elk Clover in Red Rock Country Club here in Las Vegas, this is an actual model match, but it's in a better spot in the neighborhood with a better view, on a better spot in the golf course, which means it's worth some more money.
Yeah, the funny thing is we actually bought this house where we just sold that house fully renovated. But like Jesse said, there's some features in this house that brings the value up hugely. Wait till the end, we're gonna show you. Huge. If you're just tuning back into our channel, we're the Boeckle Brothers. I'm Landon.
And I'm Jesse.
And we're gonna walk you through this new $2.2 million flip and show you what we're gonna change on this one versus the last one we did. We made a lot of mistakes on it. But before we do that, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, show us some love.
All right, let's get started.
This kitchen, man.
So one of the things that we did last time, let's address it right out of the gate, is close off this door. Right behind here, the light might be crazy, but there's a sliding door that leads to the front yard that's totally not needed.
Yeah, it's really weird. There should be no entrance through the kitchen when there's a front door and a courtyard. So this we did delete on the last house. We're deleting it again on this house. But if you remember from that last property, we made a ton of weird mistakes with how we reconfigured this area once it was deleted.
Yes, so what we did on the last house was we built a wall here and we put our fridge. So we put an appliance on this wall and surrounded it with cabinetry. That last house had the exact same layout and had the pantry in the same place, but we didn't come up with the accurate or the perfect kitchen design the first time. So we actually forgot to put the pantry in that entire kitchen.
Did we forget or did the contractor forget?
I don't want to throw anyone under the bus,
all
but
right.
It happened. So now what we're going to do is do the same thing by removing the door, do the same thing by putting the fridge here and putting cabinetry on this wall, but we're actually going to make sure that a pantry makes it into this space as well.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do to do that is take this rounded edge here, we're gonna frame out right from the end of this rounded edge all the way across the kitchen. So that's gonna leave you with about 4.5 feet behind that wall for a walk-in pantry. So the actual fridge wall will come out about 2 feet past that, which doesn't really shrink the kitchen a whole hell of a lot.
We're gonna have to move our island maybe about 1 foot just to make sure the space is big, but it doesn't sacrifice a whole lot.
So now we still have our big wall of cabinetry, just like the last kitchen. But on this one, we're gonna have a secret pantry right on this side where you could walk in, walk through, and have shelving all along this back wall to utilize as walk-in pantry space.
That door is gonna look like just like the one we did in Pine Hollow.
Yeah, we got a lot of good comments on that too. It was a really cool feature, so we definitely wanted to implement that into our highest price flip yet, which will be this one. We'll tell you how much we're gonna sell it for too.
The rest of the kitchen is actually gonna remain the same. We're gonna do a really nice island with seating in it. We're gonna keep the sink over there with dishwasher and cabinetry. We're gonna put the 48-inch range here with the hood over it and some free hanging shelves. So other than that back area with the pantry, all this is gonna stay the same.
Yeah, one thing that we will change on this house versus the last house though is the color scheme and the theme of the house completely. We didn't want to just replicate the exact same styles, materials, countertops, cabinets. We're gonna change those up quite a bit. And this house is actually gonna replicate more of like that Santa Barbara theme a little bit more. So coming into this living room area, it's gonna look really similar as to the Elk Clover living room. We really love that style where we have the pony wall all the way across. We're gonna kill this window again, take the window out, so it creates a much bigger fireplace feature wall here. We're gonna put a 100-inch fireplace in. Last time, I think we only had a 73-inch, which looked a little bit small in that big room.
So probably the biggest element in this entire area is the fact that we took out all of these archways and we put a beam in starting from right here in the hallway all the way across here so that we could open up this wall. And that made the room really, really big, and it was nice, but in keeping with the new style that we're gonna do, which is going to be really nice and bright, white colors everywhere, off-white colors and cream tones here. Since it's gonna be that Santa Barbara, California modern style, we're gonna keep these archways and run with that style.
Yeah. Now, one thing that's super important to do in this house, running with that type of theme, it's gonna feel a little bit more closed off. Remember in Elk Clover, all of these were taken out completely and this room was wide open. We're gonna smooth coat texture, level 5 smooth coat these walls and paint them bright white. So it's gonna make the room feel a lot brighter and a lot more open with doing that.
Yep. Some other things that are gonna stay the same, right over there in that living room wall, we're gonna put a big slider in, but an upgrade to this house is that we're actually gonna put another one in right here. So from the front door, you have more of a formal entryway. This room will be opened up to the dining room like we did before, but this is gonna have a nice big slider looking out at your pool.
Yeah, we weren't able to do that in the other property because the pool deck was a little awkward and we just couldn't fit it within the budget. But on this one, we knew that we needed to add it. We added it into our initial budget when we went to buy the property. So this one gets 2 custom sliders, which is nice.
Yep. So in the house that we previously did, this was actually set up as a bedroom, and this back here, which is right now basically just like a storage closet, was a full bathroom with a shower and everything. So unfortunately, we don't have that in this house. Right behind this wall is all just storage. There's no plumbing or anything, so there's no way we could add a bathroom in here without incurring a really large cost.
Yeah, so this is kind of an awkward downstairs office loft area. Don't really see this being utilized much for anything. So what we're gonna do to add not only value to the house, but make it much more functional, is we're gonna turn this into a full bedroom with a full bathroom and a walk-in closet.
Yep.
So that's gonna bring a lot of value to the house and make it seem a little bit more functional downstairs.
Now the headache was, how do we add a bathroom to this room? And we came up with a really creative solution. If you come this way, our powder bathroom is actually right here, which isn't too far from that room. And the powder bath gives access to all your guests down here on the first floor to use the restroom while they're here. Now what we're gonna do is actually expand this powder bathroom into all this pretty much wasted space and connect it to that bedroom there, adding a shower by using all this space and giving an extra door for guests to use on this side of the wall, and as well as a door that accesses the bedroom here, so that this bedroom actually has a full bath now and guests can still use a bathroom as a powder bath.
So if you're wondering how much it's gonna cost to add the full bedroom and bathroom, it's really not that much. For the bedroom, it's simply just a lot of framing and drywall, which is pretty cheap. For the bathroom, it's about $7,500. So in total, we're looking between $10,000 and $11,000 to add the full bedroom and bath. What that does is, typically on an appraisal, a bedroom is $5,000, a bathroom is $5,000, so we get all of our money back there. But it's truly how much more value does it add to the house having a full extra bedroom and a bathroom? I think it's almost priceless in a house like this.
Yeah, and that cost is really not bad. It might sound like thousands of dollars, but compared to doing that, where we put the bathroom in the back or next to the garage, we would probably be looking at like $20,000 to $30,000 to do it that way.
And it was way too much. So this was a very creative, good idea. Yes, it's a Jack and Jill, but it also is still privatized enough to make it feel like it's your own bath.
Yep, good solution there.
Cool. So coming upstairs, of course, this is a super dated banister around the stairway. This has to be replaced with something much more modern and up to date.
Right.
Probably about $15K being spent on that item.
Yeah, at least. Now coming into the primary bedroom, it's kind of separated where you have this like lounge area, could be used as an office, could be used as a little gym. It's a little primary bedroom retreat. Back here you actually have the primary bedroom itself. And we're gonna do something in keeping with that style, just like we talked about downstairs, is all these archways are gonna stay. They're gonna look awesome, level 5, smooth coated. And I wanna show you a picture of the new design that we're gonna go for to fill in these archways. It's called Criddle Glass, and it's awesome to kind of separate spaces inside the home without giving you a closed off feel, because it's all glass and you can see right through it.
Yeah, it's really good looking. It's gonna make it a really nice upstairs master retreat or custom office build out. And we're actually gonna add a whole nother entry this way, right here with the arch entryway, and put the crystal glass design in there as well.
Yeah.
So you'll have really bright, nice glass see-through there, here, and then your doorway there.
Yeah, and what that's gonna do by adding that, since that's already the hallway to walk in, it's now gonna make this fireplace, which is on the other side of this, perfectly centered between these rooms.
Yeah, it actually makes a lot more sense that way. Yeah, so in Elk Clover, we had to offset the fireplace. So this entire wall is pretty much just blank tile wall. We put a couple free hanging shelves on it.
Yeah.
And then the fireplace was over here with the TV above it. So it was an offset design. With the new design, we're gonna have a matching archway just like on that side, over here into the office with the crystal glass, which creates just a centerpiece fireplace here, centered with the bed. So it's actually gonna be a lot more cohesive and centered in the room. It's gonna make a lot more sense.
Yeah, way more symmetrical.
Yeah.
Now, the master bath is probably gonna get a lot of the same treatment as far as moving some things around, because we had amazing reviews on everything we did in that bath. Now we might change the
People
materials.
loved that shower. People loved the tub and where we moved it.
Because it's an eyesore right in the middle of the bathroom. And this turns out to be plenty of space to relocate it. Now we may use different materials, like different countertops. You remember, or if you don't, we did that bench right here between them, keeping the really long windows. I think we'll do exactly that.
Yep.
We opened up this shower, took out the round curved entryway and made it nice and flat with all glass. Now we may use some different tile and some different plumbing, but we're gonna keep that layout because it actually creates a gigantic spa-like shower.
That shower was so awesome. I think it could fit like 10 people in it. Closet wise, we're doing the same exact closet as Elk Clover. Really nice custom build out from the Container Store, which they do an insane job on. People loved it, got rave reviews on it.
Shout out Container Store.
We're gonna match that. So one thing that's super valuable from this house that the other house did not have, that we have to show you.
Okay. It's a little windy today, not the best day to go outside, but let's go anyway.
So Elk Clover had a balcony. Elk Clover did have a balcony, but Elk Clover didn't have a balcony with views like this. Check this out.
This is what you call a full strip view. You can actually see almost the entire Vegas Valley from here. And we're still on the course, just like we were before, but much better placement. The other one was really tucked away in a corner and it was barely visible from the tee box.
Yeah, it didn't even feel like you were on the golf course at Elk Clover. This, you're high up, sitting really high up on the fairway, next to the green. This is a much better location, much more valuable area in the neighborhood as well.
Yeah, this lot is actually a little bit bigger too. So if you remember, we did have a pool in that house. We still have a pool and spa here, which is really nice. But we also have this giant side yard, which we did not have. And there's an entire putting green and even some more space up towards the front of the house as well. Woo!
So we're taking a pretty big gamble on this house. You're gonna definitely wanna stay tuned and subscribe to the channel to see this one through.
Yeah.
We paid almost $1 million more for this property than we did Elk Clover.
And we're gonna try to sell it for $1 million more to recapture that value once we're all done.
Yeah, we're also using a completely different design than we've used in the past. Typically, we like to open houses up completely. In this one, we're keeping all the arches, which is something we haven't done yet.
Yeah, the color scheme's gonna be a lot different. The layout's gonna be a lot different. It's not gonna be as open, but we think that we have a really solid design package, and I think it's really in style right now, so I'm hoping that once it's all done, it's gonna fly.
Yeah, so stay tuned on this property. We start demo next week. We're gonna walk you guys through the entire process all the way through from design to demo to the final sale.
Any questions about this house or any other real estate investment, of course, drop them in the comments.
And until then,
We'll see you on the flip side.